All right, we are streaming, friends.
Awesome.
All right. Islam is bad, people.
We know.
Very bad.
All right. This shit with Westminster and then water is wet, Ted, right?
Yeah.
This shit in Westminster, and then days later, M103 hits the news. But I found out it had already been talked about just under wraps for like 3 weeks beforehand. But I watched this video earlier. It's pretty short, and it's just funny because, like, we'll watch it in a short second here. It's just funny to me that they can justify Sharia law and that it's a religion of peace, and we're being Shakira law. It's a religion of peace, and we're being persecuted. But we're gonna watch this, and then we'll have commentary on this afterwards.
Yeah, yes.
How long will it take for hate that I experience on my way to school as a commerce student at UST? Are the leaders of this house to recognize that the need to condemn Islamophobia, to condemn the issues that are faced by my indigenous sisters, are in need of the current time and needs to happen now?
Speaker, Islamophobia is a heavy word in today's discourse, but it is
It's not.
heaviest for those who are on the receiving
It's not,
end of it.
sweetheart. Maybe
It's
for
a
y'all.
malformed word.
Maybe for y'all.
In a
It's,
time of
it's not a
overwhelming
phobia
stigma,
if the threat is real.
I fear being othered,
Othered?
That's not a
profiled,
verb.
and killed.
Othered is not a verb. I'm sorry to.
Do you fear acid?
Yeah.
Here's how
acid
she
thrown
looked
in your
13
face.
years ago, before acid was flung in her face.
Oh yeah.
Her husband, from a powerful family, was acquitted of the crime. This was Fakra after the attack.
That's a hell of a name.
She endured almost 40 surgeries before committing suicide last month.
It's easy to try and scare people into voting for you. It's easy to try and say something that's going to pit a neighbor against a neighbor. And if you do it in a sneaky way and use coded language, maybe you won't get called on it by the majority.
Please don't fuck Justin.
Maybe you'll get to slip it through.
He's a prime minister.
M103, condemning Islamophobia, actually gets people to notice
Anna, please.
that there are people uncomfortable with that idea.
It's
That
unacceptable
there are people who
response.
still have problems
Yes, very haram.
with the idea that we would condemn discrimination against Muslims. Then we have to know. We have to expose that, and we have to deal with it as a society. Because if this room isn't a reflection of what's happening in our streets, in our towns, in our communities. So do we have a problem with Islamophobia in this country? Yes, we do.
No.
Do we have a problem with anti-Semitism in this country? Yes, we do. Do we have a problem in this country with discrimination and hatred? Yes, we do. And we need to talk about this. And we need to challenge each other to be better on this. We need to recognize that we still have a problem because there are men out there who will not say, yes, I am a feminist. We need
Yet, that's
to
a key word.
recognize
Not yet.
that saying and bringing forward truths that are uncomfortable to
There's
some,
still like 12 of us that aren't
and
cups.
challenge each other to shift our ways of thinking out of the easy ways we do, to lay open wounds to sunshine and disinfectant.
Missy Agua.
Stand, Jesus.
Doesn't matter why, I'm directing you.
What's the public safety?
Directing you to leave the property.
This is bad.
Yep.
You can't suppress free speech.
Oh no. No.
You
One
can't.
of one of
Go
This
ahead.
should
one of
be
my Tumblr
obvious.
buddies and I decided to have a conversation about this, and she is absolutely disgusted with what the fuck Canada's doing right now. And I didn't even know all the details. She shared some stuff with me, and I was just fucking. My mind was blown at how stupid they are right now. Oh my god.
Didn't they already start this earlier with the like the law with the pronouns and shit?
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
there's like
it's been in
79.
the works.
There's like 79 different genders that you can choose from, like when it comes to like Canadian paperwork, like government stuff.
Gender is a social construct.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't
No,
you
no,
don't
it's
talk
not.
about like the law where like it's punishable by law if you misgender someone? Was that
Oh,
a thing?
please. That it probably is.
No, yeah, it's treated as hate speech.
Hate
Oh, I see.
speech. Oh wow, if you misgender somebody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you look like a guy and like you don't
Like, I
have
wanted to move to Canada for a long time, but
What are
now
you-
I'm just,
what are
you
you
know,
gonna
all
tell
this
me?
shit gets sorted out.
what am I
Listen.
supposed to meet you and be like, "Hi, how are you? What's your name? What's your gender?" Like who does that?
Listen, hate speech. What they consider hate speech there is considered common courtesy where Spencer lives. How you doing, you fuck?
What's up, asshole?
Hey,
Watch
how
where
you
the fuck
doing?
watch where the fuck you're driving, you schmuck.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Zer. I can't
That was in,
stand the pronouns, man. They kill me. You're not a,
It's
you're not a
heavily
they.
unnecessary.
You're not a they. I can't stand starkin, these genderkin things, otherkin, whatever they call it. You're not you're not a star. You're not a dragon.
Honestly, like, I would be in favor of just getting rid of all pronouns, even like he and she, and just replacing them with names if it'll get people to shut up.
Or we could
Because
just
I'm
call,
much
we could just call everybody it.
it.
Spencer is stonerkin, so
Yes, I'm
we
actually
respect you if you.
I'm actually
No.
I'm actually Al Cisneros-kin.
I'm Godkid, and if you don't call me Godkin and treat me as the Lord, then you're misgendering me.
Bow down, son.
Exactly.
Thought control kin.
I can't.
Not control.
I can't take that shit, bro. It gives me like actual heartburn. Like,
This is why kids are going through chemotherapy right now.
yeah, I actually have cancer because of Tumblr.
Mhm.
But yet I stay.
That's where all your hair went.
No, I shave it. I shave it by choice.
Oh, do you?
No, I have a mohawk, man. I have long hair. I'm sexy. Not really. That's a false statement. That's alternative facts.
No, you're sexy.
Fake news.
Fake news. Yeah, I'm CNN.
Alternative facts,
Yeah,
brother.
exactly.
Listen,
Started the
fam.
alternative facts because whenever I first heard it, it was somebody on the left, and then suddenly people were blowing up because one of Trump's people said alternative facts,
Wasn't it
and I'm
Sean
like,
Spicer?
and I was like, wait, didn't you guys like come up
No, it
with
wasn't.
that term?
Yeah. I can't understand why we need to protect Islam when we're not.
don't.
If we're gonna protect Islam from like bashing them, then we need to protect all religions. You can't just pick and choose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rather
that's
That's
just
what-
discrimination. That's discrimination. You can't just choose
according
one.
to them, it is.
Yeah, you can't just choose one like that. If by
It's
these
all or
people's
none.
definition of Islamophobia, I'm a Christianophobe. Like I can't stand Christianity. It's abhorrent. Keep it away
Cristiano
from me.
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't say any
exactly.
of it.
Like I
I
can't,
couldn't say any of
you know, or I'm a Jewophobe. Like I don't like Judaism either. Like I don't like any religion, but like I don't like, you know what I mean? Like
But at least
I'll-
this one.
I'll denigrate all of them, but the difference between those religions and Islam is that there aren't Christians trying to fucking kill me.
Yeah, no. When was the last
You know,
time
there's
it
no
was, like,
Jews that are worried
trying to
about.
toss acid?
Yeah, there's no Jews that are gonna come up to me in the middle of the street and be like "L'chaim" and then throw acid in my face, like, you know, shalom, and I get a fucking face full of acid.
You're not gonna give me this fucking discount? They'll throw acid in your
See,
face.
See, like,
William?
the government really has no place to determine this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate this. I hate when people. I've seen so many people be like, "Oh, you don't like Islam, you're racist." Islam isn't a race, you stupid liberal pussies. Okay, there are white people who are Muslim that are Islamic because they fucking have converted to that religion. Are you stupid?
Honestly, I don't think hate like like just on principle, I don't think hate speech should be illegal because
It can't be
it's
illegal.
not dangerous.
It's not dangerous, and when it becomes dangerous, it doesn't become, because hate speech is free speech. You can say whatever you want as long as you don't have a call
Yeah.
to action. Okay, if I stand
Yeah.
there and I say,
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
right.
I hate all, I hate Muslims, I hate Islam, which I don't hate Muslims like Dan said. I feel bad for them. I hate Islam. I do truly hate Islam. I think it's a disgusting ideology.
So do I.
And if I stand there and I say, fuck all Muslims, I hate Islam, that's free speech. You can't stop me from saying that. But now if I say go out and kill all Muslims, go out and kill every Islamic person you come across,
Exactly.
that's a call to action, and it's not free speech anymore, and that's not protected.
Exactly. And I think people should get this idea out of their head that the government should dictate that kind of stuff because that's exactly what they want.
That's exactly what they want. They want somebody that has more status than them to tell them what's okay, because they're too
Yeah, like
they're too bitch made to say what they really want to say. They'd rather be
if you're
told
limited
what
by
they're
what
allowed
you
to
can,
say.
if you're limited on what you can say, and you're not allowed to say certain things, then you're not free. You're in a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Just how it works.
Yeah.
What I'm
That's
wondering-
that's fascism pretty much in a sense.
Yeah. What I'm
And that's
wondering
where
is,
ideologies like Islam strive
Yeah,
because
because
Exactly.
if it's such a great ideology, if it's such a good thing, why are there so many Muslims leaving the land of Islam? They're fleeing at advanced rates. They're taking over Europe because it's not a good place to be. Yet they want to bring what made that place terrible to the places that they're in now. It doesn't make sense to me.
Hang on a sec.
basically, I don't think anybody, especially from failing third world Middle Eastern countries, should dictate what we do here in America because they
Yeah,
obviously don't know what the fuck they're saying.
If we bomb these people back to the Stone Age and they think it's an upgrade.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on a sec.
Oh, redecorating.
like they come to the
Feng
West
shui.
and then they're like, oh, you know what this needs?
Your house, your
stuff
house
from
is
where we
very
came from.
Vansway, Jahar. Very Vansway. I like your home, Jahar. Is this where the shell hit?
Since these laws have been put into place, do you think there's like a change in the cultural landscape in Canada currently? Any Canadian?
Yeah.
I know
There
there is a change in the cultural landscape because
There is.
they're
Taking-
letting them in. Like they're gonna let them in.
Crimes have been happening and people have been out in the streets rioting for Sharia law. Like,
No,
There
You
not
you
can't
yet.
say anything in opposition to it, so it's like
Yeah, now now they're free to basically preach their rhetoric wherever they want and not
It's a
hear
protected
anything
class
against it.
now.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's become. It's become like almost like a hierarchy. They're allowed to preach their rhetoric because there's no laws against preaching Islam. Just like here in America, there's freedom of religion. You can preach your religion wherever the hell you want as long as you're not like Jim Jones in it. Charles Manson out there. But you can't protect religion like that. That's almost like the state is endorsing Islam in a sense. Like, we'll protect you, but we won't protect anybody else.
I mean, there's a reason why there's a separation of church and state in the beginning.
How
You know
you
what I mean?
pronounce this? An ex-Muslim who grew up in the Middle East who is openly opposing Islam. I'd like to see what Trudeau thinks of that. If he'd consider it racism to say anything against her. Oh wow, that's a good point.
Yep.
So if a ex-Muslim person were to dissent against Islam, would that be considered blasphemy or racism against
Exactly.
Islam?
They can't even figure out what they want in their own areas. They can't figure out what they want because there are constantly different forces of power in Islam, in like Islamic territories that always want different things, and they're calling each other's heathens. And it's like you don't even know what you want. So why can you claim otherwise here?
I read her book. Each country apparently is divided in the way that it works with the religion. Some countries are more extreme with it, some are not. And apparently in countries like Saudi Arabia, it's basically everything's illegal. But in other countries, like I don't know where she grew up, it's more open and like you're more free to do whatever you want.
I bet you,
You can't
Anna.
make up their mind.
And I bet you, she's like one of like thousands of women that's happened to.
Yep.
I'm sure
No,
a lot of them
that's what
are
happened
just
to her. That's what happened to her too.
It's they treat women like second-class citizens, and there are these
Less than that.
there are
Jeez.
these
No, I forget what it was. It was like
a
a
woman's a
woman's.
woman's testimony is worth 1/4 of what a male's is in
Yeah,
court.
that's what it was.
Yeah. And I think it's like funny that there are like these so-called quote unquote moderate Muslims out there, females who are supposed to be like feminists, and they say that Islam is the most it's the most feminist religion. If it's the most feminist religion, how come your women dress like fucking beekeepers?
Funny thing is though, I've only seen women who like have converted to Islam say that.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's funny too.
Just anybody outside of that whole religion.
It just seems like it's a very backwards thought process. Like, oh
It is.
well, I was allowed to do whatever I want. You force them to, yeah, so they don't arouse men. Like, how am I supposed to? How do you court in Islamic countries? Like, how do you holla at girls?
How am I supposed to bust a nut, dude?
Yeah, how am I supposed to? Oh, look at those ankles. Oh my God, I wonder if her face
Look at
is
the
as
bridge of her
nice.
nose, my friend.
Look at the
That's a bridge
bridge.
I'd like to cross.
That is a bridge. I
Oh,
would
look
like
at that!
to
Look
cross.
at the curls in her hair. Oh,
You can't see her hair. That's haram. You can't look at her hair.
Yeah.
That's absolutely haram.
too bad she gets done.
Kills gay people, all infidels, calls for the death of all infidels. So, which I'm sad to say, friends, is all of us.
Yes.
Another
Yep.
another group of people who want Jewish people dead. I mean, I thought we were done with this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Similar ideologies almost. They think they're superior.
yeah, like
You
that was
know?
the thing. That was one of the posts that I made.
Kill everyone
the
who's not
cor-
the same.
That the Quran was like the most, like
I saw
had the
that,
most
yeah, since Mein Kampf.
since Mein Kampf.
Nice.
Yeah,
I would probably agree with that. Like Mein
That's a
Kampf
fucking
was
statement.
Mein Kampf was just it's not telling like Mein Kampf wasn't like a mission statement like like the Quran like and
exactly.
You know,
people
it's worse.
people somebody asked me recently, they were like, well, how come you don't bag on Christianity as much anymore? And I said the difference is like Christians aren't out here blowing themselves up. They're not trying to make their religion, I mean, most of them aren't trying to make their religion the law of the land. Like there are those
Some
wild
are, but
I was
not
just
really.
there are those wild fundamental conservative Christians out there that are like, we should kill all women who have abortions. You're not allowed to work on the Sabbath. If I catch you working on the Sabbath, boy, I'm gonna come
I don't
down.
roll on the Sabbath. Dude.
I don't roll on the Sabbath. Exactly. Like I don't roll on Shabbos.
If you get in an argument with a Christian, the most you ever get into is an argument. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's an argument.
If you're
You're not
in
gonna come back.
opposition-
You're not gonna come back to my house with a friggin' bomb a C4 strapped to your chest and.
You don't know me. I might do that. You don't know.
That would be.
I mean, they might have like a shotgun in the house or something if they're Christian, but
yeah.
They-
Get out of
guns and guns, motherfucker.
Also, I think now with all this Islam shit, I think the Second Amendment is like very important because like if we do start allowing mass immigration, we're gonna need to protect ourselves because look at what's happening in England, look at what's happening in Sweden, look at what happened in Paris, in France.
I've had like a pretty large shift on my views on gun control.
Yeah,
from,
me
like,
as
the
well. From,
Beginning
like,
of like maybe last year till
yeah,
now.
Orlando as well. I used to be under the impression that maybe less guns would be, stricter gun laws, but maybe that's not the best idea because I still think that there should be some common sense restrictions. I don't think there's any reason why any single person needs 35 rifles and 22 handguns. That's just
Like
what are
maybe
you
somebody
waiting?
who just got out
What are
of
you
jail,
waiting for,
you know?
guy? What are you waiting for? Like, really, Spencer? Don't tell me what I need and don't need. You don't need. I'm telling you that you don't need 45 rifles. All right.
Listen, maybe she wants to shoot off a pistol while she's fucking Justin Trudeau. If that's what she wants to do, you can't
Need a
stop
gun
her
and a
from doing
donut.
that.
Yeah, I feel like there's common sense laws though, like no more than 15 handguns, no more than 20 rifles, something like that.
Yeah,
That's common sense to me. I'm not infringing on your right to own guns. I'm just telling you maybe you shouldn't have
They should just chill.
500,000 rounds. Yeah, of course, no weapons of mass destruction. Like, If you think you're gonna like, there are people out there that would like want to get their hands on like RPGs and shit. That's crazy. Come on now. What do you need an RPG for in civilized, westernized society?
Yes, I would like the R215 rocket launcher. Yes,
Yes,
that would
I need,
put it on debit.
I
Yes,
need whole tank.
you could buy a whole tank.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's crazy. I know. Why do you need a tank? What do you think's happening? Do you think
okay, that's actually one of the things I'll fight you on. Because who doesn't need a tank?
everybody, guy?
Listen, traffic gets pretty bad sometimes.
Yeah, so
It's just gonna roll over them.
if you're in a head-on collision, you want to make sure you're coming out of that alive. You know.
I don't want to pay out the ass if I get into a crash, so I'm gonna get a tank.
I guess it would be
Yeah.
pretty cool to drive a tank, but like, would you need
Yeah.
it? Do you need the tank?
Do we need cars?
Yeah,
Alright,
we need
do you?
cars, guy. You think
No,
I'm
you
walking?
don't.
Do you think
I'm
I'm
killing the
walking?
environment,
Yeah,
Spencer.
go on a bike, dude. You don't need a car. You don't need that. Get out of there.
Wrong.
Walk.
Wrong.
Run. You run.
Wrong.
You're a loser.
God, you know who my least favorite Tumblr user is?
Me.
Oh my God.
I got you.
OMG Weather Underground. OMG Weather Underground. Probably the worst Tumblr I've ever come across.
There's threshold of 0.
Did you see that freaking?
Threshold of 0 blocked me. I'm a legend for that. I don't care what anybody says.
Did you see that freaking stream of post that somebody was? It was like 2 days ago.
On
where I made
Damien? On Threshold of 0?
I'm not sure. I have to go back and find it, but it was that person
$3
because
weave, Teddy.
obviously I was saying a whole lot of anti-Islamic things, and somebody just kept referring me to like this thing that was like a lot of people misunderstand the book of the Quran. Here's what it actually means, and I'm just like,
yeah.
are you trying to? If this is what convinced you, you're going to have to try to prove that to me.
Yeah, and
Because
like Dan just said,
don't just
people
send
are
me
dying.
things to try to prove it.
Like Dan just said, people are dying. They take this shit literal.
Like,
They-
don't
they-
just send a link and be like, "This will win the argument for me."
They
No.
truly think that like Muhammad flew to heaven on like a winged chariot horse, like a horse with wings, like Pegasus, pretty much. Like they throw gay people off fucking buildings. They hang them from cranes and shit, and people will stand there and tell you that it's a religion of peace and a religion of
it's-
love.
Rather progressive of them.
He didn't ride that. He rode a 9. Yeah, that's true. He did. You know.
Yep. Just gonna leave that out there.
Straight.
Oh, but the
This
9-year-old
video
was
is
Jesus.
This video is gonna get flagged on YouTube. Especially because I made a new channel just for this to be able to live stream this to YouTube. So it's only gonna be the only video up on that channel, and they're gonna be like, "Yeah, we're gonna remove this."
They can't
Wait,
remove it. They just demonetize it.
Even if they demonetize, I don't want money from this shit. I just maybe somebody will listen to this and be like, "Wow, this kid's right." Yeah, we're not even recording, kid. This is live right now.
Yes, son.
If you go to my page and you look at the link and you click it, you'll see it happening.
That's right. I'm your father. It's been a long time.
Listen, son, I'm older than you.
I was talking to Ride of Darkness over here, but
Oh, okay, all right. I'm all of your father.
yes, he is
I have-
Papa.
I have what do you call? I have potent semen.
Very.
I fathered 5 children apparently.
It's dank.
Yes, dank semen,
It's the dank semen.
dank nut.
Be gone, thought.
But I did want to talk about the Westminster shit, and of course, it was funny too because on the lovely Tumblr, people were like, "Let's not make a judgment yet. Let's not make a judgment." And
Let's
of
not make a
course,
judgment,
it turned
okay?
out to be a fucking Islamic guy, and not even not even like born Islamic guy, a guy who was originally just a regular old English dude and converted to Islam.
He's like, "Oh, you're right. These people do need to die."
Yeah. And I think it was 5 people that died, and there was like
Just think about
11
that
were
argument.
injured. Like,
Just think about that
might be
freaking argument.
wrong, though.
He wasn't even a Muslim up until recently.
Yeah, I
It
saw
has
that.
nothing to do with it. Ooh.
Maybe you know, that's exactly the reason, because he just became one and he's caught up in that ideology, and he's been
Yeah.
Fucking like stop and think one time before you speak, please. Just stop and open your mouth. Jews did not make dinosaur bones. You know, Bill Hicks joke. You know, well, let me ask you a question. Well, what about dinosaur bones? You think the Earth is 9,000 years old? Dinosaur bones are like 65 million years old. Ooh, God put those in the ground to test our faith, man. Yeah, well,
Yeah, but here's the thing: can you prove that Jews didn't do it?
I think that God put you here to test my faith, Jeremy.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what I do?
Yeah, you're testing my faith in
I'm
existence.
a man of God, and you accuse me of testing faith.
It's not like God doesn't test faith every day. There's a lovely story on the news about a bus full of church worshippers who had just come back from Bible study, and they all died in a bus crash.
No, they deserved it.
Oh yeah, it was all in God's plan. Everything was okay. Everything's okay.
I just think he's super.
They're in heaven now. It's okay.
I just think he's super detached from the events on Earth, and at that point, a lot of people are like, "Oh,
He's stoned right now on like stardust and fucking like who the fuck knows whatever else is out there. All the shit we've pumped into space from the holes in the ozone, all the weed smoke. God's just like, dude, I don't even care right now. Just take care of your own shit, man.
Yeah, he got secondhand high.
Yeah, exactly. He has contact stoned. He's contact like. Could you imagine like being God and being gone from Earth for like 200 years and coming back to this shit?
No, I would just start purging people.
I
Honestly.
would straight take my whole ethereal being and just force it into the sun, so that way I couldn't exist anymore.
I think like Daddy came home, and I'd just take off my belt and just start.
Just come out of the clouds like Silver Surfer and just start blowing people up.
That works, man. We are a scourge. It needs to be cured.
Yes. I'm waiting for the rapture. Because I know I'm gonna be one of the ones that's down here when it's like super doom metal and cool, because I'm totally not gonna be raptured.
Nah, I think you'll be fine.
I don't think so. No. I've said some things that no God would be like, I'll forgive it.
Nah, I think as long as you're not a shitty person.
Well, then we're probably not gonna get raptured then, if that's the qualifications.
Yeah,
I'm pretty.
I mean,
I'm a pretty big asshole.
Well, like, okay, because like you don't have like unwarranted rage in your heart for literally everybody. So I think you'll be fine. Typically, your rage only comes from people who are being really stupid.
So like, I'm angry all the time though, because people are dumb all the time.
Yeah.
That girl today, this is so racist. How dare you burn an Islamic flag? Like, bitch, it's ISIS's flag. They're trying to kill us. You're mad about us burning a flag? Please, suck a dick. Teddy commented on that shit too and crushed him. And I was like, you fucking do it, girl.
Like freaking... They see that goat speak written on a black flag, and they're like, it's a holy flag of Islam. Like, no, it's
To be honest, I would like
ISIS.
shit on it. I would shit on it, and then I would go to like ISIS themselves, and I would just like light it on fire on their doorstep. Like if there was like the international ISIS headquarters, I would like leave a flaming flag of dog poo on their doorstep. I remember that post was. You go, Linda. I can't believe Linda just killed ISIS. I can't believe terrorism is dead.
all of it.
God. This fucking guy in London. Did he survive? Because like I didn't even want to read anything about that guy in London. Like I read minimal about it. I got the details that he was a Muslim, which was like, wow, shocking. Who would have fucking guessed? And then fucking I went, and that was it. That's all I read, was that he was a Muslim. He like fucking like went wild. Fucking one of the cops that started, everybody's running away from this fucking guy. Some cop runs towards him and dies. Nothing more.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all you need to know, is that it was an Islamic terrorist attack. That's all you need to know. Is that you don't even need to guess anymore. You hear that more than one person died at a place at a certain time overseas in Europe. It was probably a Muslim. No, we don't use that word. We're live streaming, Jeremy.
That's why I.
Asterisks.
No, you need to just use the A. Just say nigga. That's more. That's far more socially acceptable than an asterisk hard R.
I thought you meant nagger.
Nagger, niggers. These niggers out here. Terrible. I hate this existence. I just want you all to know that.
Well, if they can say that in the chat, why can't other people say cis? You dirty cis.
You want a sip of this cis scum cum, you faggot?
Jesus.
Have a fucking sip, babes. Sip. I am cis scum, whatever the fuck that means. Comfortable in skin. Why? Because I'm not a 14-year-old who needs to be special.
Actually, is that what that actually means?
Yeah, apparently that's what it means.
I thought it was something else.
Or so
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
told from the Tumblr. Who the fuck knows anymore? Who the hell? Who cares anyway? Like, if all you have to do is if all you have to make yourself socially acceptable is some stupid fucking pro-gender fucking thing, pronoun, whatever the fuck. I'm having a heart attack right now because of this shit.
Yours is not a panic attack from the
Yeah,
weed.
right. If all you have that's interesting in your life is your fucking gender identity or your sexual preference, you're probably not an interesting person. Like, find hobbies. Nobody
Yeah, that's what I
cares.
think.
Nobody gives
Yeah.
a fuck. Like,
Just in general, too, like your political affiliations and
yeah, like, I mean, if you
whatever
follow
else.
me for more than 5 minutes, you'll find out I'm pretty right wing and shit. But like,
it's not what
I don't have,
it's not
you know,
all that you're about.
yeah, but I don't have fucking, my whole Tumblr's not just fucking, you're a bi-gender demigirl. Well, I'm here to tell you that wrong.
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 There's no other
Wrong.
way to tell you that incorrect. Negative. Negative.
Negative, yeah.
Yeah, there's more to somebody than what bathroom they walk into. Anna, please. Anna walks in and she just whips out her big dick and just puts it on the table.
Did you see that?
Who's ready to get pegged?
That thing I posted where I was just like, listen, everybody who goes on social media is looking for attention, but if your starting talking point is
I'm
your
gay.
gender slash
I'm
race
trans.
slash sexuality,
As a black
you-
person,
you're really just like scraping the bottom of the barrel there.
I love that when I see posts and it starts off as a black person or as a transgendered person, something like you shouldn't need to add that. If your argument was strong enough, it'll stand on its own. You don't need to add that. Well, as da da da. You know, like as a moderate Muslim. No, you don't need that. Okay, first of all, you're probably not moderate.
Like they have some authority on the whole situation.
Who saw that
Well, they-
that Twitter chain of posts and they were talking about an atheist blogger got arrested in like Pakistan or something and they're gonna kill this kid because he's an atheist, and like people on Twitter in like America and fucking Europe and like England and shit were like, yeah, hang him, kill him. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, and these are supposed to be moderate Muslims. They're supposed to be assimilated, quote unquote, into westernized society.
They need to be eliminated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, moderate, exactly, quote unquote, big, heavy, large quotes around that word, because there's no moderation. Either you're a quote unquote moderate Muslim who doesn't pray all the time, and you might drink and fucking smoke weed, take drugs and shit, and fuck people outside of your culture, and have sex before marriage, haram, and you might not exactly pray 5 times a day, and then there are people who want fucking people dead. Like, they want you and I dead. All of us in this room right now would be dead if people that follow Sharia law had their way. I mean, yeah, that's exactly pretty much what it means. Not part of ISIS. Like, either
But they're totally going to they're totally not going to condone anything.
they don't
Pardon?
remember
They're
that
not
they
going to
don't.
condone anything ISIS does. You know.
Remember that
9/11?
ISIS doesn't represent all Muslims. Okay, keep that in mind during your discourse. Okay.
then why don't you condemn the
Yeah,
people who
yeah,
do
yeah.
this?
Why don't you, talk about the massive equality problems that are rampant in Islam? Like we said, women are fucking ISIS doesn't represent my Islam, no, but they represent Islam. That's the sad part. Like these people drive around, like first of all, they look like mercenaries. Like it's actually a little like fucking funny because like they don't know. I was reading something. These people they don't know how to work the sights on a rifle. They put it to the highest number because they think it makes the gun better. That's how stupid these people are. They still live in mud huts and they think that their way of life. They've never seen color television. They don't know what HDTV is. They don't know what LCD means. What is a VHS? And when they do have electricity, it's like an orange cord that you get from Home Depot, and they're stealing it off of like 6 other people.
I mean, I'm doing that too, but that's besides the point.
I think we're all doing that to some extent. Now, live in Somalia. God. What else were we going to talk about? Oh, God, I fucking hate Islam. It's terrible. Wait, I have to re-download Comic Sans. I need you to leave. That's crazy. Oh yeah, internet privacy. This is bad. All right, you can't. First of all, if you spy on me, NSA, CIA, you're just gonna see like a lot of angry atheist shit.
My typical
Yeah, you're gonna
opinion on
see
the
a lot
subject.
of meat pulverization.
My typical view on it is I don't really care as long as they're not sharing this information with other corporations that are going to try to sell it.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
I mean,
that's I agree with that. I really don't care too much because like I'm not
I
downloading.
don't care if they're
Nothing-
investigating it for security purposes. In fact, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. I think
Yeah,
there needs to be. I think there needs to be some sort of screening because there's so many fucking people in this country, so many different opposing views. People snap all the time. You know what I mean? Like there are a lot of people that like write about this shit on their computers and shit on their blogs. Like that one, Ethan. Do you remember me showing you that one blog of that fucking serial killer that's like still up? And the guy like blogged about it, but he's been in jail for like 13 years already.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, I have to find it. It's like, oh god, I have to find that guy's name. It's gonna bother me.
But I
find
do
it, I'll
agree with that
message you.
point. Like, if it's purely just for security reasons, I'm okay with it. But I'm still a little weary because it's like,
But that's the biggest thing. Like the CIA, you can't fucking trust them.
Yeah, that's
So-
that's my biggest problem. Is it's like you can't trust them, but at the same time, it does seem like it's a necessary thing. But it's,
Well, like,
it's
I
just
don't
the
really care
entity
about
that is doing.
I don't really care about the surveillance that's done if it's done for security purposes. But you can't trust the CIA not to sell this information to third-party services.
yeah, you definitely can't.
You can't. And then and there would be no way for you to know. And if you somehow figured it out, you'd be in prison. Like,
Yeah.
because they cover their asses.
Find that
ultimately what it
shit,
comes down
Dan, if you can. Find that blog. You know which one I'm talking about. Find that if you can find it.
I would say though that like I think that part of the thing is that as in America we consider freedom more important than like just saving every single individual possible chance that someone could hurt people. Like we don't ban guns even though theoretically you could. I think I read that like there is a correlation with like guns make it more likely you'll kill yourself because they're real easily turn a attempted suicide into a completed suicide, but they don't really increase murder rate, but still.
Yeah, they really don't. Like, you're gonna find a way to kill somebody if you want to kill somebody.
Mhm.
Guns make it easier, but ultimately, the murder rates in other places that have very heavy gun bans are pretty close.
Also, hi, David.
All right.
I mean,
That's an interesting point, though. Like, I wonder what the statistics are for like how lenient gun control is in a country versus the suicide rate in that country.
Yeah, and suicides that were caused by self-inflicted
That's true.
gunshot wounds.
And also like
It does seem like the quickest, easiest way to get it over with if you're gonna do it, though.
also like things like robbery or other crimes or like rape. Those are way less likely to happen if people are armed.
Yeah, that's true. But also, there's also like I call it the heat of the moment factor. Like, are you gonna remember that you have that gun on your hip or in your purse in the heat of the moment?
Hell yeah. That's
But
the
yeah,
first thing you go
training
to.
the guy.
you say that, but when the guy's got his hand around your throat and shit like that, you're not thinking. You know what I mean? You're not thinking like you normally would.
Squeeze harder.
Take me to the alley right
But
now.
but that's the thing.
No.
That's the thing though. Like, break it into a math equation. I know you guys don't like math, but break it into a math equation. Burglar meets old man, or burglar meets woman. He can overpower her. Burglar with gun meets old man or woman, easily overpower. Burglar with gun meets old man or woman with gun. They're on the equal playing field. They have like.
Yeah,
they're
I
the
guess-
same level.
I guess you got a point. Yeah, it would. I think it would be a different story if you were like had your gun pointed at the door when this dude comes through your door. You'd be like, "Drop that shit, bitch!" But like if you were walking home on the street and like somebody just like put you up against the wall, like, "Give me your money, bitch, and your pussy," like. I don't know if you'd be in the heat of the moment factor. Would you be like, "Oh my god, my gun, I'm gonna shoot him," or would you be like, "Jesus Christ, I'm getting raped"? You know, like.
I mean, think about it like this: with how big women's purses are these days, they can hide bigger guns. You know, like
a whole
the
fucking scorpion in their MP5 comes out.
like the burglar is just gonna have like a standard Glock on him, but she can just pull out a fucking Desert Eagle and be like, "You want to fucking try me? Like, I got more of this shit."
Anna hides hers between her titties.
Happens to the best of us.
But I mean, that's the thing, though, is it's an extra layer of safety because, like, it's to prevent stuff like that from happening, and whether or not it's utilized to the best capabilities is completely a case by case scenario because one person's going to be more or less prepared than another. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't have the right to be able to do that at our own leisure.
Yeah, I agree with that. I actually want to like get a gun and everything and like get a concealed carry permit, but I want to like get the hell out of New Jersey first because New Jersey's gun laws are terrible, man.
Man, you don't want a gun because you're gonna be like one day you're gonna get really sad and you're gonna be like, oh, I could end it all right here.
I could end it all right here, right now, without a gun, man.
That's true. I got plenty of razor blades.
Take too many of those Tylenol PMs.
David knows, man.
Mm-hmm.
Take those Advil PMs.
You just gotta up your cholesterol levels.
I'm just gonna real talk. I'm just gonna jump out the window and land wrong. Angle it right for my neck, and then I'm gonna be like Steve. I'm gonna be like fucking Stephen Hawking or like Christopher Reeves for the rest of my life.
Did you guys see that video about the two? I think it was like two college students who were sliding on the glass roof, and then they.
Oh yeah.
Did you see it?
That's funny.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's kind of funny though. I can't lie. Did you hear about
Didn't
the
they fall from
14-year-old girl that fucking was playing Russian roulette and shot herself?
No. Okay, so
What?
yeah. there's actually video of this, and
Video?
the two
That's good.
the two of them were sliding down the glass. I could find it right now if you really want to. But
Find the link. You know what? Actually, we can just.
they
type
were
in
sliding down, and one of
sliding
them
glass
straight up.
hose.
No, I could find it. I have it fucking like hot linked. but no, like, hold on. Just, it's terrible. One of them, they both land wrong. One of them dies, and one of them fucks up his back. It's just terrifying looking.
Is it on Live Leak? Let's see it.
I don't know. Hold on.
I have a live leak account too. I'd be watching like to make myself more angry against ISIS. I'd be watching like ISIS beheadings and
this is like
That's dumb.
This is like scary because like it like starts off as like a lighthearted moment. Here, I have it right here.
Oh,
It
I remember the
started-
slip and slide of death with How to Basic.
Oh yeah, that's.
Hang on,
Oh yeah, I remember
copy,
this. I remember seeing this video.
This is
I thought this
fucking.
was fine.
Oh my god, like. I don't remember when this happened. When did this happen? I don't even know. It's just like it starts off super. By the way, if you're scared of the word nigger being on your fucking chat, you probably don't want this being up here on a live stream.
Yeah, it's true.
Because this is No, okay, seriously, don't play the video if you're not ready, because this shit's like heavily brutal. All like
They fall like
notifications.
10 feet. They're fine.
No, one of them is dead, and the other guy has a permanent back injury.
That's all right. I don't think we're gonna get.
One guy lands like right on his head.
It's on Daily Mail.
Just go ahead.
It's not lively or anything.
Yeah.
The only
2
thing
minutes
gratuitous
ago,
on
David,
Daily
you're like
Mail is
throwing
the
up.
constant news.
Yeah. It's like super lighthearted, and then you just
Bam.
Oh, that's a shame.
And you just.
That guy
I
just
can figure out who died.
He's dead. He's dead. My man is
It
finished.
plays it again. Oh,
that's it for him. R.I.P. to the competition, B.
that is stone.
That's the first stoning death that Islam didn't take place in.
No, I guess it makes sense because you figure, I mean, minus the friction of the glass, which is not going to be that high, it's basically as if they just fell straight down, with all the gravity and stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It's the force of gravity with like a very low amount of friction, and
do it.
It's not
fucking retards. Where was that anywhere? Was that like Slovenia? Like fucking in the heart of like Moscow. It was definitely a Slav who died.
It says Ukrainian teenagers.
See, you see, I told you it was definitely a Slav. I've been dealing with those Russian bastards. Terrible.
Absolutely terrible.
I feel bad for him, but like he kind of brought the shit on himself. Like you fucking,
Well,
you fucking idiot.
They were drunk, to be fair, and they probably got like peer pressured into doing it by their friends up there. But still,
do it, man. Just fucking go.
Just fucking go.
I'll add you, David, because I got locked out of my other account. I use the same password for like mad shit, and I know it's that password, and it's like, no, not the right one.
Wrong.
Just do the I can't find my password thing.
I did that, but it was like you need to use the email that you signed up with, and I was like, I don't know what email password that I don't know that password, so I set up a whole new email account.
That works.
We're not gonna watch Dave Chappelle. It's not even been an hour yet.
David Chappelle?
Yeah, I watched the new Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny, man. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, if you're an Arab man in today's society, and you lose a backpack, he's like, you got about 25 minutes before the bomb squad sends that little robot in to blow your engineering homework up. No reception.
No, I get poor reception. What'd you say?
I said, he said, he was like, if you're an Arab man and you lose your backpack, you got about 25 minutes before the bomb squad sends that little robot in to blow up your engineering homework.
So I'm making snacks. I'm keeping my microphone off until I need to talk.
You eat those snacks, man. I hear you crunching away.
It's okay, man. We all deserve.
Delete that word, Daniel.
Noms.
So I went on 4chan the other day.
Why?
That was a bad decision.
Yeah, don't do that.
I went on /Mew. Somebody thought the Rolling Stones were better than Black Sabbath. I was like, I've seen enough.
Boy.
I was like, I've seen enough. Time to leave. Somebody also said that
Evidence against that. Rolling Stones' fucking disco album.
So somebody said that fucking
Rolling Stones.
Somebody said
They're better than the Beatles, but that's
somebody
not saying
said
much.
Dragon Force was faster and heavier than Sleep, and I was like, well, pretty much anything is faster than Sleep, but I don't think they're heavier.
Only thing
My
faster than
metal is
Sleep
heavier than
death, am I
yours.
right? Woo!
Oh, my metal is most certainly heavier than yours.
What is it, gold?
Anna gets angry at me. Anna knows how angry I get about music. Daniel, please. Just because they scream louder doesn't mean it's harder. It just means they're angrier.
Does it though? I mean, there's such a thing as like subtle anger, deep anger.
No, Beyonce is garbage.
Beyonce is actually garbage.
The worst.
Beyonce is
Horrible.
terrible. Abhorrent. She's
Anna,
nasty.
you're wrong.
Please don't
You're
make me
wrong.
cry.
Get out.
I know, Teddy. I know you like Beyonce. I see you post that shit on your personal blog, and I just
You are
like,
fake news.
I do cringe. I can't lie. I'm just like, oh, why? I'm like, Jess, you have such good taste, and then this.
My favorite
anybody
thing
have
about
that,
Beyonce is her making feminism a commodity.
Does anybody have that picture of Trump saying wrong where his eyes are really bright?
I don't have
No.
that one, but I do have Trump eye. Hang on, I have a good glowing Trump image. There you go, everybody. Enjoy that.
I just like the you are fake news.
That's how he looked on election night when he saw that he got the electoral votes.
It's like yes.
That's what you hear. You try to
Let's
talk.
listen to some Buzik shortly. We've only been on live stream for an hour, Daniel. We can't descent into the memeing yet.
We've dissented much earlier than this.
Yeah, we have. We have, but none of those were actually live streaming. So but it's only going to be an hour.
worse.
It's only going to be an hour. I guess we can do an hour live stream. I'll kill it at 10. We have 3 minutes. It's better than nothing, at least it live streamed.
But
It was nice to be back after like 14 days without you queers around.
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
I'm a fan.
Thanks.
Yo, David, that girl who was trying to drag you, was that your friend or was she just trying to drag you?
No, it's just someone.
Oh, okay.
Like
so,
I don't. I was just making a post. I was just like, I don't understand why. I don't understand the eyebrow drags. Like everyone's like, look at your eyebrows, and they're like, you know, what is actually wrong with it? They'll just say something completely ridiculous, and so I was just like, yeah, your eyebrows look like, I don't know, a dog.
yeah, he
Crying.
did.
I don't know.
Because I didn't want to because I came out and dragged her, and I didn't want to be dragging one of your friends.
No, I don't
You've done
know.
that before, Spencer.
Yeah, I know, but that was for a different reason. Okay,
That's true.
he wasn't attacking anybody's looks. He was saying dumb shit. And I was just like, listen, my guy, here are several reasons why you're wrong. And he was just like, unfollow me. I was like, I'll do that. But first, I'm going to school you.
Google my point for me and unfollow me.
Yeah, I love that. Google's right. Google is right there. And, for common sense shit, Google it, you idiot. But if you have to tell somebody, oh, well, Google it, your argument's probably shitty.
Yeah.
This whole stream,
Just
yeah.
Google it, but
Yeah.
only the Google sources that you find that I think are legitimate are the ones that agree with me.
Was anybody there for when I made the girl deactivate along with 8 other people?
You did?
Yeah, I made a girl deactivate.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I heard the remnants.
So
I
this
didn't
girl,
I didn't see the action.
this girl posted something. Yeah, Anna saw that shit. This girl posted something and basically said, it's so millions of other people on Tumblr have said, oh, you can't be racist against white people. So me and a couple other people started sourcing evidences against that assertion that you can be racist against white people. And after so long, she deactivated, and everybody was just like, the evil is dead. But I felt like personally, I felt partly responsible for that. I was the one who started the discourse. Really, I saw her post something, and I went on her blog and saw that post and reblogged that, and I was like, sweetie, honey pie, no. And then everybody just came flooding in, and an hour
What
later.
I would really appreciate.
That's my favorite gift.
What would you really appreciate, David?
I would really appreciate if we could just get all leftists to deactivate on Tumblr.
That would be so nice, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who identifies as a liberal, I'm sorry, you have to go. We're purging. The purge begins.
Physically removed, so to speak.
Yes. I come to the Tumblr. I post on the Tumblr. I'm physically removed from the Tumblr. No, you're not a leftist though. You're more of a
I'm
centrist.
actually
Centrists are
centrist.
right. Yeah, centrists are right by me. I would say in terms of like social stuff, I'm pretty centrist and like probably left leaning. But when it comes to like economics and stuff, I'm far right wing.
So you're just a libertarian.
Yeah, but I'm according to Specker, I'm a libertarian capitalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just say conservative because it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I also hate the term conservative because then people are like, "Oh, it's a neocon."
Yeah, neocon is a lot different than a normal conservative.
Yeah, but you know how Tumblr is. You say you don't think, you say you don't agree with Black Lives Matter, and right away you're a Nazi. It's fucking. I've been called a Nazi, fascist. It's beautiful. Actually, it cracks me up honestly. Like.
I don't really care. I'll fight people. You know me.
See what I
I'm
mean?
rowdy on somewhere.
Anna,
Oh, same. Yeah.
But you see what I mean, Anna? Like, you're not even racist at all. Like, you're technically like not even like white. You just like you're white passing.
Because you like what are they called? You like those swastikas.
You like
That's
those.
how.
None of this matters. It don't matter.
None of these
When
lives.
when my brother lived in Germany for a little bit, the joke he always heard was, "My father actually died in the Holocaust. He fell off the guard tower."
Yeah, exactly.
I tell that all the time. They have like such a good humor about the whole thing.
Unless you're Merkel.
Yeah.
That was perfect timing right there. Oh my god. I can't
How much
stand
does-
politics, man.
How much does the average German just like hate Merkel? Is my question.
I don't know.
Probably like 7.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Out of
like
5.
a 7. Yeah. Christ.
9 people.
Probably at least 9.
Yeah, I'm not even German and I hate her. Like, I mean, I'm German ethnically, but other than that, I have no ties to Germany. And I can't
I'm
stand
like
that bitch.
I'm like Scottish. I don't know. All kinds of fucked up, dude. I don't even care, dude. I'm black.
We know, Daniel. Condolences.
My name's Jeff.
I'm like 100% German.
Yes, Ethan.
Little Welsh.
Yeah, I'm German and
Little Welsh corruption.
Wow. So you really are a Nazi?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
So hard to find out here. I don't think any of you are friends anymore.
Revelations come to light. Never have I posted anything racially charged, but apparently.
It doesn't matter, Spencer.
Apparently, yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. You could just call anybody anything these days without evidence.
Guys, your truth is just as good as my truth. Postmodernism, right? My guys? My dudes?
There's a whole hell of a lot.
My feelings
more
are
of,
more important than your
fucking-
facts, David.
That's true. I forgot my hate facts.
Yeah.
Forgot to
There's
check my
more
facts.
alternative facts on the left than there is on the right, to be honest.
Yeah.
Check your privilege. I don't have a privilege. We're afforded the same privileges in westernized society. Just because your skin is black doesn't mean you... Actually, in their minds, because their skin is black, they should get this, that, and the other thing handed to them. Well, because I'm white, I should have to work for it because 160 years ago, somebody that I might be distantly related to maybe could have owned slaves.
Yeah, happens the best of us. I like
You like
the thing that I know is that like my ancestors definitely didn't own slaves because they like came from Germany. Just a bunch of poor farmers came to Pennsylvania, which has been a slave-free from its inception. Never, like maybe during the Roman Empire they had a slave. I don't know.
the Roman Empire. That's convenient for you that your family would own slaves when there was no records of it, huh?
Oh,
Sorry, I forgot my white privilege.
How very convenient of you to say that racism doesn't matter.
Wow. Deplorable.
absolutely.
Yes, I know I am. Thank you.
Much thank.
Make America gangster again. Make America gangster again, kids. Fuck, wrong pick. Oh my god, I'm glad I didn't kill the live stream yet. Thank God that's up there. Oh, Jesus. Where is Jesus? Why hasn't he come down and been like, all right, listen, let's stop that. Don't do that anymore. Don't do any of this.
Yo,
They haven't built the temple yet.
See, Jesus really is here all along, right here.
Did everybody see my pyramid of liberal goals? I know Teddy saw it. I know Anna saw it.
I don't think so.
All right, I'll show it to you. Hang on. It's the best. It's the best pyramid of liberal goals. You're gonna have to click it to read it. Yeah, Teddy told me to fix it. So I added the plus kill all white cis men.
Yes. No racist, no KK, no fascist. Syria all in the West.
That's the ultimate goal of the Soros Foundation.
I don't know why he likes Sharia law that much. I don't know.
Because it keeps us oppressed. Like that's
Keeps
true
the
oppression.
volume.
Like I will say that Sharia law is like definitely like true oppression, and it's almost like Stockholm syndrome over there too, because like they're oppressed as all hell, but they're like, we love it, it's great, you should adopt this.
Here's ultimately like what it comes from. When people who would benefit the most from Sharia law say that it is bad, then you really need to reevaluate whether or not you want that in the West.
Teddy, the hips don't lie.
Like it's 1995.
Shakira could get it. She a cutie, even though she old, but her voice is kind of like when she sings, her voice a little manly though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's okay.
Like
As long as she's not singing.
She would be in bed and shit. And she'd be like, "Just give it to me, just do it," and I'd be like, "See, I'm flaccid now. You opened your mouth." It is haram. You can't show your hips in Islam. Haram.
That's true.
I will beat you with 30 shoes. 30 pre-worn Skechers.
Not the Tims.
30 light up
Tims.
30 light up Skechers, yeah.
Maybe those shape up ones.
God,
Another word.
Islam is like though it's good. Like imagine if you're like a daddy dom, like Islam's great for you. You do what I tell you, bitch.
Islam.
How dare I catch you looking out the window without your hijab?
Like I was saying, he was old enough to be the dad too. That's very convenient.
Like I was saying before, like it's outrageous how easy it is to look at it and just see nothing but vile hate. And it's such an easy and obvious example of evil. And it just makes me even like, why is this even a discussion? Like, why are there people who can't see 2 feet in front of them trying to dictate what is and isn't law here? Like,
Because if this is valid as ours, and because we're the evil colonialists, their opinion is more valid than ours. That's why this is the case.
Oh, that makes more sense now. I only heard half of that, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, exactly.
I only needed to hear half of it. I probably agree with you anyway.
The thing you have to spoon feed them the hate facts, or they'll just clam up and reject it all. You have to be like very gentle and couch it.
you gotta ease it in. You can't just thrust it all at them.
Just take it all,
You
bitch.
gotta take it slow at first.
Spread your cheeks.
Did you see the one that's like, he will not divide us in his 2 butt cheeks?
Yeah, I
And
saw
it's Trump.
that. Yeah, I love that they stole that flag. That gives me happiness in my heart.
Yes.
But that's just the problem with ideologies, you know.
Also, gay boys and Anna, you need to. If you're not in my Discord server, you need to join it, and you need to be more active in it.
I am active in it.
I will give you the.
Ted?
Ted,
What?
Ted, you Ted?
This is a family show, Ted.
Is this you? Ooh.
No, Teddy's actually technically a girl. Nobody knows.
How'd you get your leg that freaking shaved, dude? Ooh.
That's.
Also, how's your leg like that close to your face too? I don't understand.
Teddy, haram. How you are going to
Haram.
How you are going to show me this
Hey,
pornographic
ma'am.
this pornographic image?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I say that this is a perfect example of what is known as hayram, and I do not appreciate it.
The A-Rams would be considering this Hey Ram.
God. Everybody named Ahab is dying angry right now. Very angry. Going to flagellate
Many
myself.
such cases.
I will
Sad.
flagellate myself tonight in the name of Allah. I will. I can't fucking stand it. Because there are people that probably do that shit. They pray like 5 times a day to Mecca, and then they go home and they just like beat the piss out of themselves with like a 9-tail.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Allah Subhanahu the whole night long.
That was like what I do. That's what I do in my free time.
I don't flagellate myself, but I do some other things in my free time. Christ, osteoporosis. You have weak bones. No, you need more protein or calcium.
Bone atrophy.
God, that's what. What do they even eat in Islamic countries? Like rice, like
Sand,
dirt,
non-bread and dirt. A hearty meal of fiber and dirt.
I can tell you what they don't eat.
That's fucking terrible, Jeremy.
What? It's pretty obvious.
Oh my god.
Fuck you. I was just talking about the fact that.
Can I interest you in a slice of ham? How about one whole pepperoni round?
Just a whole pepperoni stick. Just,
Yeah, just
beat them down with it.
Oh god.
Just death by pepperoni.
No one is Anna.
A 42-year-old Arab man was beaten to death today with a stick of pepperoni. The Middle East is in uproar.
After that, pepperoni is banned from the United States.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
God, could you
Hey,
imagine no more pepperoni pizza?
You know, that would be good. Pepperoni is the shittiest topping on pizza.
Excuse me?
what is your major malfunction?
I like good food. That's my major malfunction, honestly.
The discourse begins.
Fake
Listen, I live in Ohio where pepperoni is the main.
Well,
It's the main topic in
shitty
every
pizza.
pizza.
That's all I gotta say.
Wrong, Anna. That is the most abhorrent opinion.
Anna's okay. We gang up on Anna now. Wrong.
No. Fight me like a man. Fight me like a man. Pizza is shit, and if you like it on your pizza, then I'm sorry to say you like shit pizza.
I like
It is not. It's good. It's spicy. It's got a little spicy. It adds some little spice.
David is passionate about his pepperoni.
It is.
Listen, I'm with David too.
You know what?
But there's also a reason why it's called Hawaiian pizza when it has fucking pineapple on it.
Oh, we don't speak
Because
those
it's
words
bad?
out here. That is
There's a
blasphemy
reason why you
against
have to like,
pizzaology.
shake the oil off of your pizza before you take a bite of it. You know.
Listen, cheese pizza is fucking greasy too, dude.
You know what? It's all about the bacon, though. Oh,
This
cut
is
out.
the required things for it to be pizza. You know
It's
what?
all
Like
about the bacon.
That's true.
Right? Bacon
for
pizza.
it to be,
you can't
for it
put
to even
like
consider to be pizza, it has to be dough, sauce, and cheese. If it's just
No.
dough, sauce, and
It
cheese,
is a
it's not
pizza the moment you put your fingers into the dough.
Yo,
You are leaving the pizza, my friend.
You just gotta come in the dough.
That's
and
a
then just
total-
make
No.
pizza like
Nobody
that.
caught
No.
my Seinfeld reference, and I hate you all. That's a Seinfeld reference because Kramer wanted to fucking start a store where you pay to make your own pizza, and he was arguing with his fucking partner, with Poppy, and he's like, "Well, it's." Kramer's like, "It's not a pizza until it comes out of the oven," and Poppy's like, "No, it is a pizza the moment you put your hands into the dough."
Was that the same episode he pissed on Jerry's couch?
Yes, it was. God, when George took that couch.
See, like, here's the thing: if you're eating pizza with pepperoni on it, but it has other stuff on it, that's acceptable. But if you're just eating pizza with pepperoni and that's it, that's absolutely disgusting.
I'm gonna need you to not share your
I'm gonna need
opinion.
you to
I will not be silenced. All right, pizza.
What you're saying right now is hate speech, my friend.
Pizza will not divide us, okay?
Pizza will not divide us.
You will not divide us. You will not divide us.
Sound like a fucking cult.
You know, pepperoni is 99% oil, right? It has no
it's
meat
like
property
fucking-
to it at all.
Do you know what oil is?
like-
Oil is fat, and fat is tasty.
You know, it's like fucking.
Yeah, okay. So
Just fucking cover yourself in fucking lard, you bitch.
Yeah,
Real
just put chunks of lard on your pizza. Boom.
Real,
It would be so good.
real nibbers whomst eat pepperoni on their pizza.
Whomst eat pepperoni and lard pizza.
God, just fucking. Oh my God, Jeremy, the fat kid post. There is this fat kid on fucking. People are like, it's apparently some fetish called feederism, where like you're attracted to fatter people. Like the fatter they are, the more attractive you are. Terrifying. And I reblogged it, and I was like, this man hasn't seen his penis since the summer of 1997. And Jeremy reblogged it, and he was like, he could find it within himself to get out of this slump. And I was like, he can find it within himself. Probably wasn't the best choice of words.
After that, I added. I said, well, if given much more time, there's not going to be anything that's not already inside of himself.
So that they get fat. Why is fucking, first of all, why is humanity a thing? Because
Yeah. Just go back to
This chat's getting real deep real quick. What is the meaning of life?
go to God and be like, hey, can I get a refund? And God's like, did you bring your receipt? And he's just like, fuck.
yeah, because I was
He's like,
talking to Anna
refund
about
machine
this.
broke, bro.
I was talking to Anna about this a while back, and people are always like, life is a gift. I'm like, did it come with a receipt? Is there returns? Is there a returns department? I am not
Life is
pleased
like getting
with the
socks for
product.
Christmas. What the fuck is this?
I'm not pleased with the product.
Yeah, I like the file late.
I'd like to be able to eat pork in peace without getting prosecuted for hate speech.
Did you see the bill?
Pepperoni.
Yeah, we talked about it for a little while before you came in, my guy. We
Alright.
watched a whole video about like these Islamic bitches were talking about Islamophobia is a real heavy word, especially when you're on the receiving end of it. And I was just like, no, it's not.
You know what's really heavy? The gay person right before you throw them off a roof for being ISIS.
You know what's heavy? The bomb strapped to your chest before you detonate.
It's true.
God,
That's deep.
Dan.
You know what's heavy? Somebody with an anti-pepperoni opinion. Got it.
What is this here? What is this here, Dan? Or fucking Jeremy, whoever the hell you are. Canadians are living in the worst time. It's the truest shit, though.
I just got that from 50 pence.
Oh, I love 50 pence. She's not here this evening, but
Yeah. So credit goes to her, honestly.
that's her new name now, Alex Jonesy. Are you sure that that's not 1997 Alex Jones?
Oh, is she in the chat now?
Yeah, they're both in the chat now, 50 pence and 1997.
Nice.
I actually had to remove one user, but that name will remain anonymous because this is going to be out there.
Tell it to me. Tell it to
We'll
me.
talk about that after the live stream is over.
Whisper it in my ear, puppy.
You.
Yes.
All right, I'm actually going to kill the live stream, and then we can descend into madness.